Hi and welcome to Love Doing Yoga on this Friday evening. Hope you've had a lovely week. Looking forward to a nice weekend ahead in this cold, crisp weather. Love this kind of weather at this time of year. Hope you're enjoying it. Our practice tonight is kind of a mix of some good leg stretches, a bit of core work and a bit of arm work. So hopefully you'll enjoy that combination. As always, throughout the practice, listen to your body and only do what feels right for you today. And congratulations, all of you, for getting such a great start to the year. Lots of you doing the practices and it's fantastic to see. And thanks very much for your feedback. It's really helpful for us and really encouraging for us. So thank you and congratulations to you for getting the year off to a great start. So let us begin in a seated position. Closing your eyes, slowing down, letting go of your day and everything that's going on in your world. And just being in the present moment. Bringing a stillness to your mind and your body. Being aware of yourself sitting on your mat. Sitting up tall, lengthening through the spine as you open your torso up to its full length. Releasing your shoulders and jaw. And then letting your attention go to your breath. As you inhale through your nose, into your belly, pause, and then exhaling through your nose. And taking 3 more breaths here like this. And then when you're ready, slowly opening your eyes and just making your way into a wide child's pose. So knees open out to the edge of the mat and feet together, pushing the hips back as far as they are willing to go. And then either putting one fist on top of the other, resting your forehead here, or let the forehead come down onto the mat and the arms come out long. As we take 3 more breaths here. Releasing any tension in your body as you exhale. And then when you're ready from here, taking it into a squat. So stepping your feet up, turning them out to either side of the mat, coming into your version of squat with your palms together elbows pressing against the knees, knees against the elbows, lengthening through that spine. And then letting the hands come down onto the mat. Let's step that right leg back, turning the left foot towards the front of the mat and coming into your lizard pose. So wherever works for you in this pose, it might be up here or maybe down on one forearm or maybe both. And it's fine in this pose if your knee falls out and your foot comes a little away from the mat. That's absolutely fine. Working with your body. Taking one more breath here. And then making your way up back onto your hands, framing the foot this time, so maybe heel toe it in a little bit. And we're going to come up into a runner's lunge, so raising the knee, lengthening through the spine as you look forward, keeping this left knee over the left ankle, feeling a nice stretch in the quad, extension of the hip. One more breath here. And then hopping that back foot forward a little bit, still keeping them kind of hip width or even a little bit further apart. We're going to forward fold over this front leg. Now remember, you haven't warmed up much, so you're just beginning to warm up, so you don't need to straighten the leg yet, just work with it. Keep the knee as bent as you need to at this point of the practice as you fold over into that left leg, feeling that stretch on the hamstrings of the left leg. One more breath here. Each breath just seeing, can you get a little deeper, a little bit more of a stretch. And then bending the knee so it comes over the ankle, lifting up into your warrior one. Keeping those hips nice and square, feeling the stretch now on the calf of the back leg. And the front leg having to contract and work a little harder. One more breath. And then let's step that right foot up to the left, keeping them hip width apart. We're going to sit down into a chair with our feet hip width apart. So lowering the hips down, keeping those knees behind the toes. As you exhale, drawing up that pelvic floor, belly button in and up. And then bending on down, bring the hands down onto the mat, turning the feet out and coming back down to your squat. One more breath here. Bringing those hands down onto the mat as you now step the left leg back. And having that knee over the ankle of the right leg as you come into your lizard pose. Again, working with your body. Whatever is comfortable for you to do at this point of your practice. Taking 2 more breaths here.
feeling that quad of the extended leg stretch and the hamstring of the right leg. And then from here, taking it into your runner's lunge, so heel toeing that foot inwards slightly so that you are framing the foot. And then lifting up into your runner's lunge. Finding that length in the spine and still engaging that core with each exhale. One more breath. And let's take it into our forward fold over that front leg. So with the left leg, bringing the foot fully onto the mat, keeping those legs about hip width or more apart as you fold forward over the right leg, listening to your body, not overstretching it, just working gently to help coax the muscle to extend. One more breath here. And then bending that right knee so it comes over the ankle, lifting up into your warrior one. And bringing the hands down, step that left foot forward, lowering yourself down onto your mat and just swinging around to the long side as you open those legs out nice and wide, and let's just fold forward here, letting the hands slide along the tops of your legs towards your feet, just working with your body and what feels right. So this is a big stretch for the insides of your thighs. So we've kind of worked our way around the thighs, stretches for the quads, for the hamstrings, and now for those muscles on the insides of your thighs. One more breath here. And then you might want to swing around to the long side of the mat here, bending the knees, holding onto the toes as you find your point of balance on your seat bones, lengthening through the spine, and then open the legs out. Engaging that core with each exhale. And then from here, we're going to just lower our back down onto the mat, bending the knees as you do, and then open the legs out here, feeling that extra stretch in the backs of your legs as you can just try to encourage those legs to widen a little further. And bringing those feet down onto the mat with your arms behind your head. And let's lift up into our boat pose. So raising the legs up And open them out a little bit. One more breath here. And then letting the feet come down onto the mat, extending those legs as you fold forward into a nice forward fold. One more breath here. And coming back to upright. Let's draw the left foot up against that right thigh, reaching forward to the right foot with your right hand, and with your left arm just bringing it behind your back, taking a nice little twist here. One more breath here. Again, engaging that core as you exhale, keeping the shoulders soft, releasing any tension in the jaw. And then keeping this left leg where it is, just draw the right leg behind you. Let's deepen the twist and really feel a stretch in the whole front of your torso and a nice extension of this right hip. Keeping the jaw and shoulders light and free. One more breath. And then coming back to center, let the left leg come out long and draw the right foot up against that left thigh as you sit up tall once more. And let's reach towards that left foot with the left hand and draw that right arm behind your back as you look towards the back of the mat. One more breath. And then let's do the torso stretch on the other side. So keeping the right leg where it is, bending that left leg back so it's kind of parallel, your shins parallel with that long side, and taking your turn to the right as you allow the whole torso to stretch and open. One more breath. And then coming back to the center, bringing the hands down onto the mat. Let's step it back into a plank. Keeping the shoulders over the wrists, a softness in the elbow. And then turning onto the side of that right foot, step the left foot into the center of the body, and let's raise that left arm up. Try to keep the arms in a nice straight line so the shoulders are stacked on top of each other. And then drawing that left hand down, let's come back into our plank for a breath. And come down onto your knees, pushing back for a moment. And we're going to take that onto the other side. So from here, coming back once more into your plank. And then coming onto the side of the left foot, drawing that right foot into the center of the body as you raise the right arm up. Stacking those shoulders on top of each other once again. Keeping a softness in that left elbow. So the muscles of your arms are working hard. One more breath if you can. And then taking it back into your plank for a breath. And coming down onto your knees, once again pushing back. When you're ready, coming on into tabletop, curling those toes as you make your way up into a downward dog. Just pedaling your way in. Your legs are well warmed up. You should be all right. Coming into your downward dog. When you're ready, come to stillness for a breath. And then lifting up that left leg, step it across behind the right leg. Allow the whole body to turn and draw that left arm back behind you for a nice wild child pose. Again, a softness in the elbow of the right arm. One more breath here if you can. And let's come back into our downward dog for a breath. And then take it to the other side. So from here, raising up the left leg, step it behind the right, drawing all the way up and bringing the left arm behind you. Try to keep the hips up. And again, a softness in the right elbow. And coming back into your downward dog once again. And bringing the knees down onto the mat, pushing back into your child's pose. This time bringing those arms down by your side, just allowing the whole back and shoulders to round out. And then when you're ready, making your way down to lie on your mat. Letting the legs, feet flop out to the side. Palms facing upwards, softening the body. Releasing all tension.
letting go your feet and your legs, your glutes and pelvis. Letting go the whole back of your body and shoulder blades. The front of your body, chest and shoulders. Letting go your arms and your hands. Your head, face, jaw and chin. The whole of your body, just let it go. And let your heart fill with gratitude. Gratitude to yourself. And gratitude for all that's working in your life today. And then let your attention go to your breath as you inhale through your nose, filling your belly, pause, and then exhale through your nose. Extending that exhale and observing your breath for the next few minutes.